What is up, y'all? This is Asè. Welcome to Asè'Underground. And we are talking today how to access more freedom. Okay. I don't think I need to talk about why that's important. We're just going to get into the reading. Now, you chose Mami Wata. So somebody in this pile probably saw my other reading where I was channeling Mami Wata heavy. We were talking about Rochelle Gilliam. Somebody in here is definitely in the craft, is definitely, in their magic. If you're not into any of that at all, that is perfectly fine. You could be very charismatic. You could be a singer. You could be an absolutely beautiful woman here. You could be a man that is into beautiful women. I'm hearing Pisces with the fishtail. Okay. So, you know, take the energy where it resonates. So I'm going to put Mommy Water right here. She's going to be chilling with us. All right. And let's get into it. How to access more freedom. How to access more freedom. How can you access more freedom? Wow, we have Oshun here. You can access more freedom. There's something where you guys need to go to the ocean. You need to go to the water. Most definitely. Okay. That is for sure. Also, something where you need to access more feminine energy, or the more you tap into your feminine energy, I'm hearing silk, I'm hearing I'm seeing flowy dresses, like I'm seeing someone doing you don't have to call it mirror magic. You could just look in the mirror, point out all the features you love about yourself. You could look in the mirror, point out all the features you love about yourself. Get completely naked. That's what this card is. Naked. And you all could find so much freedom in getting naked and again, pointing out those features you love about your naked body, yes, but also maybe looking and saying, okay, I would like these color waist beads, or I like adorning the body. You see what I'm saying? And I've been talking to my friend about that actually too. Like, if there's maybe tattoos you want to get on your body, or waist beads, piercings, or if you just want to lotion your body in the mirror, there's some type of ritual you need to do with the body to where you feel more comfortable in your just being nude. Okay, maybe if you have stretch marks, or if you're a mom like me, like I have certain stretch marks and things like that, and you just get some aloe vera, start tending to your wounds. Should I call those wounds? What do you guys think? Or warrior marks? I mean, because it takes a warrior mentality to birth a baby. You know what I'm saying? So, don't beat yourself up over your body. Like, nothing like that, y'all. Just, start thinking of it as like, how do I put this? Especially if you're a mom and your body has gone through certain changes, start healing your body. Like, get frankincense and put protection over your crown. Get lavender. Make sure you're massaging your feet. Aloe vera on those scars. Like, don't feel like your body has to stay wounded or in that energy. Know that you can heal it. Get the clay, the Dead Sea mud clay. Okay. I used to suffer from acne, and Dead Sea mud is what healed my face. Okay. Healed all my acne. Anytime I get any psychic attacks, I guess, and people feel some type of way about me and I start breaking out, or I eat the wrong thing. Okay. It's not always, people. Sometimes a lot of times it's us. The Dead Sea mud works really well for me. The Aztec mud might work well for you. It really just depends on like who you are. So this is going to give you more freedom. Can I see why? And isn't that interesting? Maybe you thought we were going to talk about money, or we were going to, talk about something more, I don't know, less about you feeling free in your body. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I feel like So someone could be married here in some type of soul tie, soul relationship, whichever. This could also be the relationship with yourself here with the Two of Cups, okay? Lover's card, Two of Cups. It really just depends on the energy. But you do have a significant relationship here in this pile. And it looks like you haven't taken the time to really look over exactly how you can access more childlike energy in the relationship. Because if you look here, let me put Oshun by Mami Wata. Okay. If you look here, this is giving the adults are upright, but the children are in reverse. So a lot of times it's so easy for us to lose that childlike self or a friendship, even in a relationship, the innocence in a relationship. Okay. Just being with, your friend. And there's freedom in that. There's freedom in being able to get to that energy with your partner where, you guys can just vibe out, chill out. I don't even want to say watch a movie, like maybe play a video game together, play a sport together. There's something that you like both of your inner childs, or even if you're dating, you might want to go more to the fifth house when dating. Okay, so you all need to go on a Ferris wheel. You need to go to a theme park, something that's going to bring that inner child out. And I just feel like this has been avoided. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so, I feel like this has been kind of avoided. And yeah, like it's no judgment because if you have kids, it's tough. Like it's tough to get some time with your partner. It's tough to feel like a kid when you're raising kids. So that's just part of like growing up and being an adult. But this will give you more freedom when it could be every Tuesday you go on date night. It could be every new moon if you don't have the time. But figuring out some way to get some type of date night in. And if you're not married, if you don't have a partner, okay, that's okay. Like some type of event with your friends or with yourself where you feel like a kid again. Okay. Maybe you and your partner need to take turns. Like you go to the arcade and then he goes to the or she or whoever goes to the arcade. Like sometimes some people like their space too, and that can make the partnership grow as well. So yeah, this is very interesting. Like interesting ways of getting freedom, feeling more confident in your body. Yeah, judgment. And look, we got Mommy Wada on the bottom of the deck too. There's a ritual you all could do as well to cultivate more freedom. Okay. And I feel like it's kind of, not that it's none of my business, but I'm hearing like, don't speak. Like there's some time you have to do the research. If you're into, your craft and your magic and everything, or even if you're not, like if you're Christian, you can go to the Bible and look at verses in the Bible that talk about freedom. If you rather just work with meditation, there's nothing wrong with meditation. You can find different meditations that also cultivate freedom as well. But if you are more into working with your subconscious mind with candles or water, crystals, there's different tools. So figure out which tool is going to work best for you because we all have different elements going on in our chart. We're all called to different things. So figure out where the divine or spirit, your spirit, whichever, is leading you to, and definitely work off those elements, whichever element you feel to use to amplify your freedom and amplify the energy of freedom in your life, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. That is so interesting. And I feel like I could talk to y'all all day. Y'all know how I am. But if you feel called to another pile, go ahead. You could choose another pile. And I hope this gave you the life force rejuvenation and paradigm shift that you needed for your journey. I'm always honored to be on this journey with you all. And I'm very excited for you all to fall more in love with your body, more in love with your soulmate, more in love with your inner child, and more in love with your own magic, okay? All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. What's up, Pile 2? Okay, you have celestial alignment, Nosazana. 41, do the numerology, that's 5, okay? All right. How can you cultivate more freedom? So, my name is Asè. Welcome to Asè'Underground. I hope this gives you the life force, rejuvenation, and paradigm shift that you need for your journey, okay? Freedom. Someone needs to free themselves from like some past habits, I'm hearing, okay? This is like, you know, maybe you used to go out to the bar back in the day and you're still going to the bar now, and because this is the goddess of beer, and it's time to change some things up, okay? Now, it's really hard to break a habit. The brain loves what it's familiar with, right? So, like what I did, I really enjoy, I really enjoy smoking my ganja, right? So what I did was, I added in fitness, right? So I started adding in fitness every day, and then I was adding in my herbs. That is so key. The herbal medicine is so key, and I wish I could show you guys the herbs that I'm on right now. Maybe I'll make a post about it on the community post. So subscribe if you want to see what herbs I'm taking, or I might even make a video about it. But when I started taking my herbs and then I just added in the fitness, I didn't tell myself that I'm gonna like stop smoking or anything like that. But I just added, you know, these things to my routine. And then I, you know, got a friend on board and challenged my friend and made it like this whole thing. so yeah, and that's what and then I stopped smoking every day, you know, like I stopped because my energy was getting cleansed from working out, and the herbs were fulfilling whatever nutrient or need I felt like I needed from smoking, I think. And it's just something that kind of got like washed out because I added in a new activity. So whatever activity is you want to add in, make sure it's something fun, okay? And you'll notice that you just trying to get on board with the new activity, you're not going to have as much time for this old past habit any longer, because the new activity, it's going to take time for you to cultivate it and to be serious about it, right? So like the first month I took very, very, very seriously, because I know it takes time, it takes days to make sure that your brain gets comfortable doing a certain routine or practice. So yeah, look, Hermit card in reverse. Like, yeah, this is a journey. I'm not getting the sense that you all have been on this journey yet. And you may have had several spiritual awakenings. You might have had several different, you know, aha moments in your life and journeys in your life. But this particular journey is going to be brand new, okay? Something you haven't accessed yet, and that's okay. That's fine. It's something you need to start getting excited for. Like, just start getting excited to do this new hobby or do this new thing. I don't know what it is. Let me see. Can I see what this is? What is this new activity that's going to bring them more freedom? It's not only going to bring you new freedom, it's something that's going to open up your mind. Okay. With Ida B. Wells in the background, the ancestor in the background of this card. Oh, and I'm seeing Louis Armstrong. They're pointing me to music and they're pointing me to writing. Okay. Music, writing. I'm seeing like, I think this man is doing shoes. I forgot his name. Some type of sewing here. And we talked about the childlike energy in pile 1. You might want to check out pile 1. So there's something here. It does tie to your childhood here. Something maybe you wanted to do as a child, or that you've been wanting to do for a long time, or you wanted to do as a teenager. something involving creating with music, writing, or even sewing, perhaps a factory, something with your hands here. Okay, I just heard dance. There's so many different things. This could be fashion, right? And this is something you don't have to feel like you have to get up and do. Like, this is something you want to do. There just could be old habits. I don't want to say that they're getting in the way. I don't think you should look as of the old habits getting in the way. I just think that you should start feeling excited about what's coming. You know, like, because trying to suppress this energy can get tricky, and then I don't know, you could just feel like you could start rebelling against, I don't know how to explain it. Self-sabotage is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so just focus on getting excited about the new thing you want to cultivate. Start shopping for it. Start preparing for it. Get dressed for it. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to feel like you're going on a date with this hobby, or you're about to go date this destined activity in your life, you know. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, you need to have fun with it. King of Pentacles, Tower card. Okay. So let's do this. Let's put this energy. Let's put this energy up. Let's clear the board real quick. This activity has nothing to do with your old foundation, okay? This is something that I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing that this is something spiritual. It sounds cliche, okay, but this is something that, like, okay, I got a great example. I've talked about this before. So when I got the job at Princess Party Productions to be Princess Tiana and to sing, right, for little kids during their birthday parties and stuff, my ex at the time was like, oh, why would you sign up for that job? That's little money. That's kid money. It's not going to bring anything in. You know, it's given Two of Pentacles in reverse. Like, that's how he felt about it. Like, you know, I just graduated from college. I just got my degree. What am I doing singing at little kid birthday parties? Like, what? You know, like, I need to get a corporate job. I need to get like a big daddy job or a big mama job. You know, I need to bring in the money type thing, right? But I told him, you know, it's deeper than that for me. I like to sing and I like kids. My son is in the 5th house. I've told you guys this before too. Like, there's just something about the 5th house, kids, theme parks, parties. Like, it's just, that's my area, you know? I've even found myself working at daycare. Like, I'm always in the school system. Like, that is just, it's just something I'm called to do. I don't know why, right? And what ended up happening, even though it had nothing to do with the foundation I built with my degree, it seemed like it wasn't going to make that much money because I would only get calls usually on Saturdays or Fridays, maybe Sundays, right? It was an on-call type of job. So, you know, you take it how it goes, how it resonates. You stay for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? You get paid, right? But look what happened. It ended up not only, you know, was it fun? Was it a beautiful, fun way to make money? Not only did it feed my soul, not only did it make, I mean, y'all, the adults would be happier than the kids seeing me, you know what I mean? Like, it just brought so much happiness. Even like my cousin was pregnant and I came to the hospital from work. So I'm in the hospital in my Princess Tiana gear, and like, it just made everybody so happy, from the nurses to my cousin. And you know, I wasn't even trying to do it on purpose. I literally was just trying to get there from work because she was having her baby, right? So I wasn't even thinking about it, but that's how much joy this job like brought my life, brought my family. And I'm telling you guys all this because that's how much joy this thing is going to bring you guys. It is going to free up your energy. But look what happened also. My ex ended up making connections, being a photographer at certain events and he ended up networking and making connections so that he could become a event planner. And then he started bringing in money from the job. So it's not going to seem like anything significant. it's just going to seem like you're following a passion project, and it's going to bring in more riches than you're aware of. Okay. So do not sleep on this. Like, get excited, and don't worry about the money, because the money could come in a lot of different ways. Like who knew my ex would make money off of, and certain events that I was doing, and like it brought more money to our household. Does that make sense? So yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. Like, this isn't something where you should make a head over heart decision. Like, this is choosing your heart. Okay. And yeah, like I feel like that's just so beautiful. There could be someone in your energy, kind of like my ex, like maybe they're trying to like bring you down, and they want you to make more of a logical decision, and it doesn't make sense, and and they're playing devil's advocate with you, and they could be nagging your head off, especially if you're a masculine here. You could have somebody in the background nagging your head off, like just being a Debbie Downer. Don't even worry about it. Okay, because it's not for them. It's not about that. Yeah, like you're releasing burdens from the past. You are doing something revolutionary, unorthodox, different, and it's going to inspire other people as well. So just let them know, like, this is something your soul is being called to do. This is something for your mental health, okay? Something to feed your creativity. I'm being brought here to this plant also. Like, someone could be gardening here. We need these energies in our life that feed into our soul, feed into our creativity, to keep us working in the mundane. If we kept everything logical and just all about making money, and say we didn't have any art, and say you didn't have a movie to escape to, you didn't have an art museum, you didn't have a theme park, there weren't any murals around your city, can you imagine how gray, like, we would see it? That's a whole other matrix. Absolutely no art, like no escapism. So there could be someone who will try to say that this is escapism. This is you trying to like get away from reality and blah, blah, blah. And just understand that yes, it is. And it's healthy. It's important to have a good dose of that, not to get lost in it. But you do need, a little bit of that in life, so that you don't feel like you're totally just a stale potato chip. So yeah, just be ready for the pushback, okay? And be ready for people to kind of see you as maybe like selfish and unwilling, stubborn, a dictator maybe even, And I just feel like the universe will have your back. It's going to be okay. Just plan. All right. The pushback isn't a bad thing. This baby crying is actually getting rid of like an evil spirit. So this seems like an intense card, but who knew how healing a baby's cry could be? And it's, you don't always see it that way, because when a baby cries, I don't know. When I heard my baby cry, and when I first became a mother, it can get very like, oh my God, oh no, they're crying again. But this card again talks about how no, like the baby crying is getting rid of like evil spirits. So there's a spiritual significance in anything, everything, if you want. And there's a way to turn a negative into a positive, to alchemize it, right? So hear these cries as just maybe people, you're aware of the negative energy and the negative spirits around that you have to fight when these cries or this whining or this pushback comes up, and you can do something about it however you choose. Maybe you choose to burn frankincense. Maybe you choose to salt, or this is like small stuff for protection. This ain't anything big, but like salt around your house, or You want to burn some white candles. You could never go wrong with burning a white candle, okay? You want to say some prayers from, and it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. Like, the Bible can be a spell book, right? So, use the Bible how you want to use it. It's how you use things. So I hope I didn't scare anybody, but because I have all different types of believers on here. Okay, so you know how to use your spiritual tools, right? And you know how to what works for you, right? So just ask for protection, get your protection up, do what you got to do, all right, and go forward, because this is going to free up so much energy for you. All right. All right. So I'm going to end it there. I hope that gave you the life force rejuvenation and paradigm shift that you needed for your journey. I'm honored to be on this journey with you all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay. If you're feeling the vibe, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye. Okay. Peace, pile 3. Don't tell the other piles, but y'all got 3 cards. Interesting, right? I feel like changing the aesthetic a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Are you guys moving things around, or I don't know. I didn't feel the need to do this with other piles. But you guys also have 2 cards here. So let's see. We got miracles, but we also have Katesh, sacred lust. Okay, bet. Numerology. 4, 5, 6. A nurturing energy. 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I really love this 8 energy. Okay, so we have a woman fully clothed and a woman naked. There could be a duality. I could be talking to a Gemini here. There's some type of duality. You don't have to be a Gemini, okay? Like, I have a lot of duality. I'm modest sometimes, and then other times I'm letting all hang out. It just really depends on how I feel, right? So that could be y'all, okay? You could be 6 in a mother type of energy, and then you could go to the 8, which is more business, more flow, more currency. I'm hearing that Popcorn song about the bank. What? How does that song go again? I forgot how that song goes. Okay, yeah, y'all might actually feel a little trapped. Okay, because you're in a Nazi's web right here. Someone could have thrown some type of magic your way. What is this about? Oh, this might actually be a little serious. Yeah, somebody could have thrown like some magic at your family. Did somebody, let me see this person. Who did this? Oh. Somebody young here. Could be a male energy. Okay, y'all did not ask for this type of reading. Why am I getting this? Somebody that's strong. They could be a bodybuilder. They could be in, a lot of testosterone. I'm hearing like, okay. Why? Money. This isn't even supposed to be in here. This card's not even supposed to be in this deck. It's supposed to be my older deck. Let's leave it out here though. The older deck out here. Interesting. So somebody wants money, and they have thrown some type of magic either your way, or you are the person that wants money and you have thrown magic to some type of family, and you're getting trapped because of that. I know that there's some type of entrapment here because of a Nazi. Let me get more of what was happening with the Nazi here. Who was in the Nazi's web? Somebody trying to cultivate the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody independent. But look, we have a male energy here. Did this backfire? Yep. A Queen of Pentacles has counteracted. A Queen of Pentacles has protected her home here. Why is this coming up? What are y'all against? Emperor in reverse. Yeah, this isn't mature at all. Okay. So how can they access more freedom? Spirit interfered with this. Okay, so take the energy how it resonates. Either you or someone tried to put something on a family or send some type of negative energy towards a family. Okay, Spirit came through and put judgment on this situation and counteracted the situation, because this was a very greedy energy. Someone wanted money here. And yeah, this Queen of Pentacles, she ain't in reverse. Okay, look, I just look. Yeah. I feel like someone wants to be the King of Pentacles, but look, you didn't get the new King of Pentacles. Like, you got the old, they got the old King of Pentacles. Then they had Emperor in reverse. Like, somebody's leadership is off, okay? Someone's leadership is not. Okay, so this could be a work situation. Yeah, wish not fulfilled. They are not thinking about their past mistakes, okay? But they do have a lot of self-love. This is interesting. So how could you gain more freedom? Oh, you know what this is getting me? Look, now I got to tell this story. Okay, so 9 of Cups. I have this story on my channel. Check it out, okay? But long story short, there was a man. Let's put this up right. The man wanted the woman. No. The man was, he was walking in the forest or jungle or something like that. Python was like, hey, I'm thirsty. Could you get me something to eat, right? So the man gives the python food, water. Can you take me to the ocean so I can, because I'm so hot, takes the python to the ocean. Okay, give your offering to the ocean and I will give you a gift for helping me, right? Okay, bet. He gives his offering to the ocean. Bam, this beautiful woman pops out of the ocean, right? Everything he could want. He takes her back to the village. She is the best wife ever. They become like the power couple of the village. And what happens? His brother gets jealous. What's his brother do? His brother asks him, hey, how did you get this woman? You know what I'm saying? He tells him what he did, how he met the python, how he gave the offering to the ocean. So what does the brother do? The brother goes, he sees the python. The python asks if he can have water. The brother says, no, I'm not giving you any water. He has like a whole attitude, right? And so then the python was, basically he's like, I want my, I'm looking for my wife. I want my wife. I want this. I want that. Right? And Python's like, okay, bet. Brings the brother to the ocean. Tells him to put the offering into the ocean. I don't think he even puts the offering in the ocean. No. I want my woman, blah, 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 blah. Right? Okay. So a woman pops out of the ocean. And the first thing the woman does is box him in the head. Why? Right? Brings the woman back to the village and she's nagging him. She don't cook. She don't clean. She's ugly. Basically, 9 of Cups in reverse gives this man an awful time. Now, why is that? His energy wasn't in the right place. How do you expect to manifest? You are coveting something that somebody else has. And you expect to manifest what they have with a bad attitude, an ugly attitude, an ugly energy, a low frequency. And you really think that spirit is going to give you with somebody else's higher vibration, God? No, it doesn't work that way. As above, so below. So your ugly energy, okay, your nasty energy, your rude energy, thinking you could just take what you want, thinking you could just do what you want, okay.